Good morning, YouTube. This is Dr. Wanda. And this time, this is our day 4. And this time, I want to share with you something practical. So, this is something from living here, I've discovered is an absolute jewel. So, um, I've traveled here with an iPhone 11, and you would think iPhone. And listen, I don't. I've been an Apple girl for a long time, and I used to brag and say I would never cheat on Steve Jobs. Well, I finally cheated on him, and I got this telephone. I got this phone from Melcom, which is a African-made phone, and it's the Infinix Note 8. They have other versions of this stuff, but what I got was the Infinix Note 8. It looks like this if you see it. It's a pretty attractive Android phone. I can't show you my actual phone because I'm filming this on it. What I want to tell you is one, when you're traveling out of the country, you should always travel with two phones. I'm a firm believer in having two phones. One go down, you talk on the other. While you're talking on one, you playing on the internet with the other. You got one that takes in, that has all your important apps that you want to keep alive and functioning, because if the app does not exist in this country, it will not work on your phone. Okay? It has to exist to be able to function. So they exist already. So for example, my Cash app does not work in Ghana. I cannot download a fresh Cash app because the Cash app system doesn't work here. Whereas my US Bank downloaded fine, my all various other apps were alive here, even my PayPal, my Venmo, but Cash App, no. So I can use Cash App on my 11 because I already downloaded it. It's already on that platform. It already works. So these are just some of the glitches that you run into, where you'll find that some of your apps stay alive, and some of them, the country, should you use a different SIM card, will tell you this it's not here, so it's not going to work. It's shocking when it happens, so that's why I'm giving you the tip. What I want to tell you about this phone is that makes this phone so powerful. One, it was under uh, 200 US, 250 US dollars. That's what everything. I think it actually was like 210. I'm just giving some padding in case the 9 or the whatever comes, that you know you in that range. The powerful thing is this phone takes 2 SIM cards. And actually, it takes 3 SIM cards. It takes 2 SIM cards that you use for your phone, and it has a third port for a memory card. You know, we use the memory cards for our videos, for images, for pictures. So this is a pretty powerful phone. And what you can do is you can function with 2 networks. So I have my US T-Mobile in one port, and then I have my MTN Ghana in another port. And I'm able to switch seamlessly between the 2 networks. So when I run out of data for one, I don't sweat it. I just switch to the other one. When I'm ready to get me some more data, I put me some more data on. When I'm starting to take too many videos, too many pictures, I move it onto the memory card. To my knowledge, we don't have any phone like that. I love this phone so much. If I had the money, I would actually buy up a few and give them as Christmas gifts in the US, because when I put that US SIM card in there, it worked fine. There was no special anything that had to happen. It went up in there, and the first thing we did was we used it to make a phone call, and it worked fine. So not only do we need to respect that all the products in US, as good as they are, and we get some pretty good products, Africa actually has some pretty good products to offer as well. Do we have to test them? Do we have to check them out? Yes. And the reason this is an important tip is because how would you know that you could just take your SIM card, keep it with, put it in a phone, have your Ghanaian SIM card in the same phone, still receive your messages, your phone calls, while you also take advantage of using their internet platform, where, you know, the reality is it will be less expensive for you. I took my my plan in the U.S. and I downsized it, where it's normally 150 whatever a month. I put it down to the lowest level because my mom is there, so I still need to keep that phone open in order to get whatever calls that would normally filter in for her. I still need to be able to have that. So I don't want to cut my US line off. I want that US line open, but of course I don't want it on roaming because roaming, that's almost a mortgage. You're paying almost a mortgage at the end of the month if you're messing with roaming. This phone is amazing. I love the other features and attributes. It gives you an opportunity to get all of the other stuff that you would want to do in terms of videos and the other thing I love about it is um, the amount of space. Lots of space on the phone. I wish you could see the phone. It's a handsome phone. It's a pretty handsome phone, and it gives you a pretty nice deal on the phone. So don't get stuck thinking that you got to keep limiting yourself just to U.S. product. You actually can stretch your wings a little bit, find out about some of the African product, because the reality is the African product is solving a different problem and meeting a different need. I travel with two phones. I travel with two phones in case one gets stolen. I travel with two phones to keep one charged and the other. I travel with two phones so I can play with different things when I'm bored. One I put movies on, the other one I don't. One I use for pictures, the other I don't. Um, this is awesome sauce. This is important information. The Infinix Note 8. They have different versions of it. They have some other phones here that you may be interested in, Spark and other companies. You come, you see. But what I want you to focus on is the ports for two SIM cards and being able to switch back and forth on that platform at will, okay, without losing any of your ability to communicate both home and abroad. All right, that's my tip for you for today. And I'm going to sign off and wish you peace and progress.